Okay, so now we are recording the MCT show, the first one of the season 2. The MCT show is back. It's a great pleasure after, I think we have done 12 episodes in season 1. So we got a rest during summer and now we are back online. And it's a great pleasure for me to have my guest for this first episode of season 2, a guy I know well because I've known him from the level 1, level 2 certification back in Lyon. Eneric is with us. Hello, Eneric.
Hello, thank you, Jérôme, for this show and to invite me. I'm very glad to be here and to share my experience with you and the MovNat community.
It's great to have you, Eneric. I've seen you, like I said, from the certification, and then I could follow you on social media, and I could see how you used your environment and you used your garden or everything you could, everywhere you could to keep training, keep fine tuning your skills. So, but first of all, let us know a bit about yourself for the MovNat community. Where are you from? I think people will understand that we are both from France with our accent, but it's interesting
Yes,
to know.
of course.
It's interesting to know where you're from and how did you discover MovNat and what MovNat did change in your life and things like this. Tell us.
Yeah, okay. So I live in Annecy, in the heart of French Alps, close to the mountains, close to the lake. It's a great place with nature everywhere, just right next to the house. And so for me, I spend all my free time in the nature, in the mountains, or in the lake, or close to rivers. And and I like to interact with my environment since I'm a child. And I discovered MovNat in a book from Christopher McDougall, All Born Heroes. I don't know if it's the correct name in English because I read it in French. But
Natural born hero.
Christopher McDougall, Natural Born Hero. Yeah. So in this book, Christopher McDougall meet Erwan Lecor in Brazil and talk about a bit about the method and different skills. And first of all, I thought it was a joke. So on internet, I Googleized Erwan Lecor MovNat and I saw the famous video, the workout the world forgot. And I said, wow, it's what I like, it's what I want to do, it's what I did before, but it was not MovNat, but it was a kind of. And that's why I watched some videos to learn new skills, learn by myself. Maybe it was 4 or 5 years ago, maybe 6 now, time is running. And after 2 or 3 years, I decided to register for MovNat certification, level 1 and level 2. It was, for me, the level 2 was the challenge. I knew already that the level 1 was quite okay, but I said level 2 will push me to train harder and to enlarge my skills and my conditioning and everything. So it was now almost 1.5 years ago that I met you, Jérôme, and it was a great, such great experience with a lot of people and people from France in Lyon. We had most of people from France, from Switzerland, from Belgium and Netherlands. And I learned a lot. And it was really hard for me to complete the stage, but it was like the ignition of a fire. First, I practiced in my garden or close to the river by myself. Then certification, that was like opening the window and say, wow, it's wide. And then started to learn more by myself, to watch more videos, and then to teach around me, to my family, and first family and friends. And then some people said, "Oh, I heard that you know a method." I say, "Yeah, MovNat, okay." So some friends of friends, and now we have since September this year we started a small group in Annecy. So we are like 5 or 6, depending on the availability of everyone. And I'm leading the group as MCT L2 to show them and to teach them different techniques and skills. And so it's great. That's the beginning of something, I hope, because in Annecy, I see that the opportunities are very endless, and it's to I don't want to be the only one in my garden to do this. I want to share it and to show what we can do and what we can become, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's awesome. The progression. So basically, it's from the book Natural Born Heroes that you got the
Yeah,
name Air Wonder Core. You
yeah.
found you thought it was a joke. Then you did your research on Google, and all of a sudden you discover this world
Yeah,
from the YouTube
exactly.
video. Like many of us, the Workout the
Yeah.
World Forgot video had a lot of impact on many
Mm.
of us, and we are grateful for that. And yeah, that was a great experience to have you in the group, and I've seen your progression through social
Mm.
media also after level 2. I could
Mm.
see what you were working on based on the skills we were talking about, we were
Mm.
exploring during level 1
Mm.
level 2,
Mm.
and you made some great progress, I have to say.
Thanks.
And that's great that you're basically building a little community in
Mm.
Annecy, so in this region, not far from my region in Lyon,
Yeah.
where I'm from in France. And I know it's a great region, very natural with the lake. This
Mm.
is beautiful, just beautiful for people who can visit one day this
Yeah.
Annecy region. Contact Eneric.
Yeah. Absolutely. Welcome.
So we have to. I mean, if I remember well, you're not full-time trainer, right?
No. No.
So
No.
what are you? What do you do for a living?
I'm a civil engineer. I work in building a waste water treatment plant, and like bridges or just pipes for water, for drinking water, for everything around the environment, but for for the water. So that's what I do all year long, and I do MovNat only on my free time, and or in the evening or on the weekends on vacations.
All right, so that's interesting. Also for people, again, you're an example showing that MovNat is not only for trainers, only for
Mm,
people who dedicate their whole life to movements, right?
yeah.
So when we say MovNat is for everyone, and I repeat myself from season 1 during this show, but it's important for people to understand and for MCTs to deliver the message that MovNat is really for everyone, meaning
Mm,
office workers, can be any type of job you have, but you can still put MovNat into your life. That can be a
yeah.
lifestyle more than a sport or more than a practice. Um,
Yeah.
you remember the concept of movement snacks, right?
of course, it's my base. It's how I work, because I use MovNat most of the time as a snack, because I don't have time to do 1 hour of MovNat per day or every 2 days. And it's what I don't like in the sport. It's what I don't like, because if I practice mountain biking, hiking, running, or stuff like that, and it's always the same. I do only one thing, 1 hour dedicated to this sport. And what I love in MovNat, it's you use all your body and your mind everywhere. You just need your mind and your body, and you can do it everywhere. You can use a bank, you can use nothing, just the ground, Playmobil, something, whatever you have. And it's what I do at the office. I'm sitting on my chair, and I say, okay, up, quadrupedi, up, just stepping over under everywhere. I go to the bathroom, up, tripod, stuff like that, stairs, quadrupedi, up. And
So tell us a typical day of yours, so so people can understand how you implement those snacks from morning to evening. What would be your typical day, including MovNat in your office day? And I believe you're a father as well, right?
yeah, I have two children now. One of 2 years and a half, and one of 4 months. So
Wow.
it's quite a busy schedule. But my typical day, it's like I wake up, I take my breakfast. Most of the time I take it in deep squat or side bench sit. I don't sit on my chair already in the morning. And then I go to my office. I go by bike to my work. So just before taking my bike, I um, I I go through my garden, and I do some climbing skills, some balancing, some everything what I want to do in the morning. If I feel tired, I just do slow movement to wake up. If I have some energy, I can do some power up if I can, or pop
So
up stuff.
So it's
Stuff.
important for people to understand also. If you want to follow Eneric on Instagram, you will see his garden. That you were building some I think some bars, some logs
Yeah,
in between trees. So that's
yeah.
why you are saying that if you go in your garden and you want to do
Mm.
some pop up or power up or just a simple dead hang, you
Just a
know,
dead hang.
a
Yeah,
dead hang,
exactly.
some leg hooks, things like
Mm.
this. You can, because basically you transform your environment to the movement you want it to do, right?
Yeah, exactly. So crawling, everything, and then take my bike, go to my office. Depending on my day, afterwards, if I stay all the day long in my office, regularly, I sit on my chair, on a side bench seat, or on my knees, or I just switch my position. Then if I just go for a walk, just a bit of crawling in my office
Mhm.
to reach the door, and then walking, just jumping the stairs to go to the bathroom, tripod, and then lunchtime. For lunchtime, I practice MovNat before lunch, because I like the sensation to deserve my food.
All
Like
right.
I'm not a hunter gatherer, but I feel better taste and more satisfaction of my food if I go outside first, run, climb, crawl, uh,
Jump.
everything, jump. Yeah, throw everything. Maybe it's just 5 minutes, maybe it's just 2 minutes, 10, 20, half an hour, depending on the time I have. And then lunch. And in the afternoon, it's the same. If I have to go on a site, I take the car and I can stop on a area to just to crawl or to do some tripod. And at the end of the day, picking up the child at the kindergarten. Yeah. And then I'm busy until they are at the bed. And if I have some energy, I practice in my kitchen. You can see some video in my kitchen. And
yeah, there is a good famous video that got some traction when you are, I think you're climbing all around your table.
Yeah.
Right? So you're going over the table and you do like a hook traverse, and then you do a kind of a swing up to get on top,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah, that's it. And I did it several years ago because in the climbing world, here I see everybody is are rock climbers, and it's a game that we do between climbers in the evening, and it's the first time I did it so easily. I wasn't pumped. I put my elbow on the table and I knew that it was over. Pop up, finished. I said, okay, I feel confident. And it was a good feeling. And I see the progress every day like this. Sometimes I feel tired. I adapt my practice. And as you said, sometimes I say, oh, it's since today I haven't jumped or I haven't thrown, so I do something that I feel my body tells me sometimes what to do most of the time to for the tension, for the stress, to reduce my stress, everything. It's for me, it's really included in my lifestyle. That's it.
Yeah, so thank you for sharing your day, because that shows already that without even talking about 1 hour session or going to the gym and signing
Yeah.
up, having a membership, you
Mhm.
already did a lot of minutes. I would
Yeah.
say tens of minutes of, or leading up to an hour of
Mhm.
actual movement. If we go back, you were talking about side bend sit, ground, so ground movement in the morning,
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
choosing to sit either at the table or on the ground.
Mhm.
That's only a decision to make in the morning. Then
Of
going
course.
outside, breathe from some fresh air,
Mhm.
hang from a tree if you have it, or you can build in your own garden, or if you have a bar next to your home, you know, and the way
Mhm.
you sit on your chair while being in the office. Then the
Mhm.
concept of earning your meal. I like
Yeah.
it, earning your
Mhm.
meal. People think about losing weight, and they
Mhm.
always think about the way to lose weight or gain muscle mass and lose fat
Mhm.
and stuff like this. We have this metabolic program, but also the common sense is to earn your meal.
Yeah.
If you feel hungry, maybe move a little bit before, or if you don't feel hungry, there is one more reason not to eat,
Yeah.
and maybe to move. And while you are moving, after 10 minutes, 20 minutes, then you feel like, oh, I feel much better, and then my stomach is asking for some food,
Mhm.
right? That's a great feeling that people should have to earn the meal, and to always like feel they deserved it. That was only in the morning. Everything that I
Mhm.
summarized now, is from your morning.
Yeah.
And then the afternoon, including more and more movement. That's just a question of what we said, MovNat, between volume, intensity, and
Mhm.
complexity. You emphasize a lot on volume, which makes your body more resilient and your nervous system more adapted to doing more and more and more movement, which can lead to more intensity, and you will be more skilled anyway by being ready for more movement. So
Mhm.
I think it's very useful. Thank you for sharing your day like this. And I really wanted to emphasize, because your profile can be a regular guy profile. Well, what
Yeah,
I mean by
exactly.
that, and nothing wrong with that, I consider myself part of this category, which is okay, not being a full-time trainer, not being in the fitness industry for your whole life, but realizing, like you said, rightfully, that you need your mind, you need your body, and you need to be in connection with, if you can, this behind me, the green, you
Mhm.
know. So thanks for that. So do you consider keeping this lifestyle, or do you have any, you know, idea in the back of your head thinking, I could do that full time one day?
Uh, it depends. I will see how it goes with the group, and I'm still in contact with a Swiss guy that I met in Lyon during the certification, Grégoire, and we're still discussing. I met him in Switzerland, in his gym club, and yeah, because in Switzerland, there is not the same uh, legislation about teaching. In France, you need a specific diploma,
Hmm.
and you don't need it in Switzerland. So for me, it can be a way. And but in France and in NC, if the group is growing, I really want to make it grow and to why not be a part time. I would
Hmm.
like to have. Yeah, for me, it's in my head, and I'm not. I don't want it like this in 1 year.
Sure.
I have time. I have a job, um, and it takes time. It takes time, and I feel that the community is growing even here. So it's we'll see.
I see exactly what you mean. This is a long-term approach. This is, first of all, like you said, it's a lifestyle, it's a passion
Mhm.
that you have for natural movement, and organically, it will take, you know, some of your time. You know, then you choose whether you want to use your time for leisure or for business, or whether you want to do morning sessions, you want to
Mhm.
help people over the weekend, include your family, you know, with
Exactly.
your children growing. There's a lot of things happening. So you will be able to see that with time. Take your time. That's the best advice we can give you.
Thanks. I will.
All right. So thank you very much, Enric. I think we both need to go because we both have kid duties.
Yeah,
I think you have
exactly.
to pick up your son, and I also have to do something with my kid right now.
Okay.
It was a pleasure. Anything you know to conclude? Any message you want to address or to the MovNat community? Anything you want to tell us?
I'm very glad to be part of this community, and every time I'm on Instagram, uh, it's wow, it's a beautiful community. I see awesome ideas, awesome stuff. It guides me. I I follow you, Bernd, everybody, even MovNaters like me. I like to see what they do with nothing. With it's a source of inspiration for me, and it's really good to know that the community is really strong by nature, and
Mhm.
and yeah, it's I can say of course thanks to Erwan Lecor to have re-put this method on the on the field, and I hope and I know it will continue and improve a lot. So let's go. It's the way.
I would say it keeps improving because of people like you and people joining the community. So we always say that MovNat is the method, and people practice natural movement using the MovNat method, and we build a community. And that's why we do this show as well, because we want to give the chance for MCTs like you with experience, practicing, having different lives, to share with the community and people. You said that you were inspired by me, by Bernd, by other instructors, and you inspire also us, and you inspire many others by putting your practice visible online too. So thank you for that, and then you will inspire other people that will inspire others. So that's the way it goes.
Maybe, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So thank you, Enric. It was a pleasure, and we will put this video on YouTube, okay? And this YouTube video will be shared on the Facebook MovNat Certified Trainer group. And of course, feel free to share with all the people you want, okay? So people will be able to see that on YouTube, and also on MovNat.com. We have a place when we archive all the previous MCT shows. So that episode will also be there.
Great. Thanks a lot, Jerome. And all the best. And I follow you and the others. And I'm sure we will meet again soon.
For level 3, maybe.
Oh, yeah. I have it somewhere here. And I'm working hard.
you did combatives already. Yeah. So you are two workshops away from being a master trainer. So if you do your level 3 and aquatics, then you will have completed the whole MovNat curriculum.
Okay, great. I'm on it. And aquatics here is very great to practice. So I love it. And I'm looking for that.
Awesome. So we'll meet again. Thank you, Enric.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
For all the viewers, thank you very much. See you later. See you next Friday. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Jerome. Bye.